Hey guys, what's cracking? It's Krakenation. I'm coming at you guys today to talk about Barraskewda. This is the next installment of our competitive analysis videos. We're talking about Generation 8 Sword and Shield Pokemon and how you might want to use them in competitive Pokemon play. Before we get into this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to all you guys that have shown so much support so far already. This channel has basically doubled in size over the past few days, and still not very big. And that's fine, guys. Like, I've never been a big YouTuber, and I've been making videos for 5 years, and that's okay, you know. I just want to make videos that people enjoy watching, enjoy seeing, and can feel like they can come to and learn something from. That's always been my goal, and if you want to support that goal and support that dream, I would love it if you guys were willing to drop a subscription, comment down below. I try to respond to everyone's comments, like the video. If you want to support that dream, kind of just let me know that you found what I'm doing today to be useful. That's the best way you can show me, and it just really warms my heart and makes me feel like not only appreciated, but like I'm really doing something good when you guys let me know. And I just really want to take some time in a moment at the start of every video to appreciate and thank all of you guys that have just said stuff and subscribed, and really just makes me so happy. So thank you guys so much, and just keep it up, because I'm riding on such a high right now from all this. It's just absolutely awesome. But enough about that for now. Let's get into Barraskewda. So this thing is a water type, and this thing is hype. This thing screams OU to me. I think it's going to be a powerhouse Pokemon, and let's get into what's going to make it so good. Its abilities are going to be Swift Swim and Propeller Tail. Swift Swim is just, as doubles that speed in the rain. Propeller Tail is probably going to be a little more useful in doubles, where you're going to be able to use it to not be targeted, or like Storm Rain and stuff won't affect this Pokemon's water type attacks, basically. Its attacks can't be redirected by your opponent's abilities and moves. But, so we're going to focus mostly on singles, because that's what I tend to focus on. I don't claim to be a doubles expert, so I'm not going to tell you about it. Unless I one day become a doubles expert in the future, I won't claim to be. But we're going to talk about Barraskewda, and let's take a look at its stats to start with. So these stats are really polarized. But, you know, in Pokemon, that tends to be either really good or really bad, and in Barraskewda's case, I think that's really good, because you know what this Pokemon's doing, you know what you want to do with it when it comes in, and you're going to do exactly that. You're not taking hits, clearly, because this thing is so frail it hurts. Literally, things are going to really hurt you. You're not clicking special attacks with this thing, because you do not have the special attack to do it. What you are doing is you are hitting hard with 123 attack stat. That is a quite excellent attack stat. It's not the most phenomenal we've ever seen, but better yet is that speed stat. 136 is so fast. You'll be able to outspeed those base 135s with a Jolly Nature, and that's going to be a huge speed tier to hit. So you're basically going to outspeed almost the whole unboosted metagame with Barraskewda, except something like Dragapult. Go check that video out, right? But so that speed stat's going to enable you to even run an Adamant Nature if you want, and really make the most use of that attack stat. You don't have to run an Adamant Nature. You can run that Jolly Nature, be really fast, and still hit pretty freaking hard. And so that's going to be just an example of Pokemon, like, you know what you're doing when you bring in Barraskewda. You're clicking attacks. You're not doing anything else. Don't even waste your time. And that's what I like with this Pokemon. And a lot of Pokemon in OU tend to be just that. Pokemon that have clearly defined roles that they can obviously excel at. And on paper, Barraskewda does exactly that. So we're going to take a look at some notable moves. It's got a fantastic physical move pool. Aqua Jet gives you priority if you weren't already fast enough. But then it's got Crunch, Liquidation, Double Edge. You've got Agility to boost that speed if you still weren't fast enough. Brick Break, Ice Fang, just great coverage moves. Close Combat is a move that you're going to want to run. It's crazy that it doesn't get Close Combat. I don't know exactly how it's doing it. It doesn't have, like, hands or feet or anything to fight with, but we'll take it, because Close Combat is an excellent move. Psychic Fangs to give you that psychic coverage. Drill Run is going to be a great potential ground move to use. Poison Jab to hit fairies, and it's going to be your best move to actually notably hit grass types, because Ice Fang is not as strong as Poison Jab. Bounce is another move you could use if you wanted to, and finally Rain Dance to give that Swift Swim boost and Liquidation. So we're going to keep an eye on that Rain Dance set. So let's take a look at the first set I have cooked up here. I think this set is Barraskewda's. Literally, I think this set is just exactly what Barraskewda will run in competitive play. You're going to be able to switch between Adamant and Jolly Nature. That I'm not sure about. If Barraskewda is really dominant, you're going to want to run a Jolly Nature, so you speed tie opposing Barraskewdas, as well as speed base 130s, 125s, all that stuff. So you might want to stick with that Jolly Nature. I took an Adamant Nature here because I'm very greedy, but don't necessarily listen to me, because I'm guessing Jolly Nature will be the best set in competitive play, and probably will be what you want to run. So I'm running 252 attack, 252 speed. Swift Swim is awesome. Then I'm running Liquidation. Swift Swim's awesome if you give this thing rain support, I should say. I'm running Liquidation. That's going to be your best move. You're going to click Liquidation probably over 50% of the time. Even if you think your opponent's going to switch out, click Liquidation. It's going to hit hard. This thing's fast enough where in the situation where you get the defense drop, you get a second attack off, and this thing could net some 2 KOs thanks to that normally it wouldn't be able to. Close combat's going to be really nice as just a coverage move. You're going to allow you to hit those steel types ridiculously hard. And that's always awesome. Hit those ice types ridiculously hard, always awesome. Hit dark types, everything. Common types in the metagame, especially things like steel. So those physical steel, wall steel types, that think they can switch into you because you're a physical attacker. Think again, close combat. You tried, nice try, bro. Good night. Poison Jabs and Ice Fang are going to be some options you can run to hit grass types. I gave Ice Fang as an option here because it also lets you hit dragon types that might resist your liquidation. So Ice Fang is still an option for sure, but Poison Jab will be your best move overall to hit grass types. So decide between those two based on what your team needs. In the final spot, I put Psychic Fangs or Crunch. It obviously has other options, but you could kind of piecemeal this offensive set together. I think Liquidation and Close Combat are your auto includes, and then you kind of decide from there what you want to do. I put Swift Swim on this set, notably also because if you can rain support this set, it's going to be really good. So here I've got a Swift Swim Breaker. This set is made more of in a vein where you get up your Swift Swim on a forced switch, ideally, because this thing's not bulky enough to set up a boost like a Rain Dance, or should I say well, let me get into that actually. This thing's not going to be bulky enough to set up, so I'm not really running Rain Dance here. So you're going to be able to hopefully force a switch. If you are running Rain Dance and you're replacing one of these last 2 moves with Rain Dance, you're going to have to be able to bluff a switch. But this is a set that would appreciate the rain support a little more than the previous set, just because it's going to allow you to switch move pools. So you're going to be so fast, you're going to be able to switch around. If you are running Swift Swim, in this case, you do definitely want to run max attack Adamant Nature. I run HP here over speed, because under Swift Swim, you're on 136 speed. You don't need any speed investment. You're going to be so fast. You might as well give this thing the chance to take a hit if it needs to. And Liquidation is going to be, again, your go-to move. I kind of basically filled in the same moves for this set because Barraskewda doesn't really do a lot besides attack, and that's okay. That's, I think, if anything, a strength. You're not wasting time clicking other moves. You're going to attack what's in front of you. So I'd put the exact same moves here. Now, if you did want to try to slot Rain Dance in, I would put it in that last spot. And you can hopefully try to, like I said, bluff a switch, bluff a kind of ban set like we just saw, hopefully catch your opponent on a switch trying to bring in their physically defensive Pokemon, and then proceed to go off with those rain boosted liquidations coming off Life Orb and a great attack stat. So let's take a look at some pros and cons just to summarize what we've been looking at today, guys. Obviously, this thing's got a great physical move pool if we got options to choose from. It's got good offensive power, 123 attack, is not the highest in the world, obviously, but it is more than usable. It's very, very fast, which is going to allow you to outspeed a lot of Pokemon in the metagame, including some slower Scarfers. It's got fantastic cleaning potential also, thanks to that, where it doesn't need a lot of chip damage to do its cleaning work. Unfortunately, there are some cons, like with any Pokemon. It is very frail. You are not taking hits. Most powerful neutral hits will kill you, have a good chance to kill you, probably. And also, it has no way to boost its attack, which is unfortunate. It just, Rain Dance is your only real way to boost your attack viably, and yeah, it's not that viably, so you're going to have to deal with that for a while, and that's only boosting your Liquidation, I should say. Finally, it's got some mediocre abilities. Like we said, Swift Swim seems pretty situational. Obviously, if you give this Pokemon Swift Swim support, it's going to be it's going to really benefit from it, but that said, it's not an ability that will always find use in. I could have easily imagined this Pokemon getting like a strong jaw or like an adaptability and then just being an absolute behemoth. But it's not. It's Swift Swim, so it is what it is. Propeller Tail is not going to see any use in singles, so keep that in mind. So I want to go through some team options and some things to look out for when you're constructing a team that uses Barraskewda. First up, pivots are going to be really nice on a team with Barraskewda. You really want it. Slow pivots are especially going to be really helpful for Barraskewda. So something like a slower U-turn user or a slower Volt Switch user will be really nice, because that Pokemon can hopefully eat a hit and bring Barraskewda in for free, not making it have to take a hit when it already has such low defenses. So that way you can bring it in, utilize its high attack stat without forcing it to take a hit. Also, what's nice about pivots is they'll give it chip so that it's netting KOs that otherwise wouldn't be able to. For the same reason I just said, hazard setters will also be very useful for a Pokemon like Barraskewda that can't boost its attacks to insane levels. Whenever you're a Pokemon that's having a hard time boosting its attack stat, you really want to pair it with ways to give it chip damage. That's a theme between all my videos. If you notice, Pokemon that can't really boost its relevant special attack or attack will really benefit from chip damage. You want to look out for pairing it up with a wall breaker for the exact same reason. If your opponent has really bulky physical walls, a wall breaker could be nice to overwhelm stuff. Finally, I did put rain support here. It is a little bit of a niche thing, but if you can support this Pokemon with rain, maybe like a Dynamaxing rain move, that's going to be really, really good for it because it's going to be able to utilize Swift Swim and really powerful, even more powerful liquidations. And if you are putting on a rain team, you might want to consider uninvesting out of speed, making sure you're in adamant nature, something like that. That said, any Pokemon, obviously, you're going to want to keep some stuff in mind as far as things that are going to threaten Barraskewda when you're building around it. Powerful Priority is going to be a big problem for any Pokemon that's this frail. It resists specifically Aqua Jet and Bullet Punch, which is nice, but a powerful Mach Punch, a powerful Extreme Speed, any of those if they're stab and power coming off a good attack stat, could easily revenge kill this Pokemon. A really good physical wall, and it'll take a good one because this thing's got coverage, but a good physical wall will definitely pose a problem for this Pokemon. And finally, fast Scarfers will pose a problem for this Pokemon if it's not under Swift Swim support. So those Pokemon will be able to outspeed it, and probably pretty easily revenge kill it. Like I said, you don't need a lot of chip damage on this Pokemon before it's dying to just decent neutral hits, so you're going to have to keep that in mind. But that's my Barraskewda analysis video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys sticking out and watching this video. If you want to join our Discord community and learn about and be able to ask me questions that I'll be able to answer a lot more quickly, be sure to check the description below to click on that link. And yeah, if you want to stay up to date with all my competitive analyses for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I'm pumping these videos out right now. Be sure to click subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for all the support. I just gotta say it again now at the end of this video. It's been an awesome ride these past few days, and I've never felt so motivated to make videos in my life and in my 5-year career YouTube. And I mean, like I said, I enjoyed making videos before all this, but it's just so nice to know that you guys are supporting what I'm doing and getting the word out there about what we're trying to do on this channel. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Krakenation out.